Hi, here with Mr. Canada, and today we're doing percentages of amounts, non-calculator. So we're going to do this based on our last video when we did percentage bubbles and just left them with the percentages. Now we're going to say, well, what happens when we actually add some values to it? So as you can tell, instead of doing a bunch of different examples for here, I'm going to use this one chart of percentage bubbles to answer all these 6 questions. So we'll start out at the easiest, or something easy with just 30%. So here, notice we are starting off with 5,000 as our starter. So they don't have to give this to you. You are more than capable to create it yourself. So just all that you would need to start is just one value, and then after that we're going to find what they are. So I gave it to you just so you could get used to how you're going to create these. So for here, 30%, I'm going to do, I'm just going to switch this to the side. I'm going to do 10%, and then I'm going to times that by 3. So here, we're going to just look down where 10% is. So this is 500. So here, just fill in the value. So 500 times by 3. And so at the end, we get 1,500 pounds. Similarly with 65%, how can we make that? Well, we've done that before. We can do 50. Well, actually, I'm going to take an easier way. Let's do, how about 10% times by 6 plus 5%. Right? So here we get, what's 10%? Well, that's that 500 again, times by 6 plus 5% is 250. So here, we're going to get 3,250 altogether. Next one, we have 93%. So rather than actually, this is quite close to 100%, I'm actually going to start at 100 and take away from there. You don't have to, but it's a good time to use this one. So minus, and then I'm going to do 1% times by, put that in brackets, 1% times by 7. So here we have 5,000. And we're going to take away, well, what's 1%? That's 50. So 50 times 7. Well, 5 times 7 is 35, so that's 350. So 5,000 minus 350. And that will give us 4,650. Don't forget your units of pounds we've been doing. So here we have 17.5%. So, well, how exactly do you think we should make this? Well, how about let's do, I'm going to just switch colors just for the sake of it. Let's do a 10% plus 5% plus 2.5%. So here we have 500 plus 250 plus 125, and so altogether we get, what's that, 750, 775, 875 pounds. Looking on the next one, 37.25. So different ways we can make this. Whatever way you think is the easiest. I'm actually going to try this. So let's do 37 times by 1%, and then plus 0.25%. So that's 37 times by 50 plus 0.25 is 12.5. So 37 times by 50, well, guess let's do 100 times by 37, so that's 370. Half of 370 would be what? 185. So 185 plus 12.5, so 197.5. So that was actually pretty awkward to do it that way. So sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. And last one for this, we have 86.75. So many different ways because we have so many different numbers. Doesn't really matter to me which one to do. Let's just stick with some easy numbers. Let's do, how about 100 minus, let's do 100 minus 10 minus 5 plus 1 plus 0.5 plus 0.75. Tricky enough, right? So that's 5,000. I think I'll just make my pen a little smaller, sorry, so we can see the numbers a little better. So 5,000 minus 500. So actually, I'm going to do this. 5,000 minus 500 is 4,500. And then we're going to subtract 250. We're going to add on 50. Add on 25. Add on 12.5. So you can see they can get really complicated, but it's just addition and subtraction at the end of the day, which is pretty nice and simple. So here we got, what's that, 4,250 plus 50 is 4,300, 4,325, 4,337, 4,337.5.